What if I told you right now that your mind is not trapped inside your body? What if the thoughts you think are not just neurons firing, but waves moving across the entire universe? You are not just living in one reality. You are already influencing multiple realities at once. And every thought, every emotion, every decision is collapsing infinite possibilities into quantum events. Today, I will show you how to stop creating unconsciously and start creating intentionally. The quantum truth nobody told you. Most of us live as if reality is happening to us. Bills come, people disappoint us, things just happen. But quantum physics revealed something shocking. Reality doesn't exist until it's observed. The observer is what makes the event real. That means you are the observer. And the moment you choose how to see yourself, the field rearranges. This is not philosophy. This is Nobel Prize-winning science, proven in the double-slit experiment. What is a quantum event? A quantum event is when your inner frequency lines up so strongly with a possibility that reality bends around it. Think of it like this. Your subconscious mind is a broadcasting tower. It sends signals 24/7 into the quantum field, and the field matches your broadcast with events, people, and synchronicities. You are not attracting. You are collapsing timelines into form. Why you already create quantum events. Right now, you are already doing this. Every coincidence you've experienced, meeting someone at the right time, thinking of a person and they call, getting an opportunity just when you needed it. These are not random. They are evidence that your consciousness is already shaping multiple realities. The only question is, will you keep creating unconsciously from fear, doubt, and stress? Or will you create consciously from alignment, clarity, and power? The science behind quantum creation physicist David Bohm described reality as two layers: the implicate order, the hidden quantum layer of infinite possibilities; the explicate order, the visible world you see right now. Every quantum event is when something from the implicate order unfolds into the explicate, when potential becomes actual. Neuroscience agrees. Joe Dispenza explains how the brain predicts reality using old memories. But when you change the broadcast of your body's energy through thought and emotion, you collapse new patterns instead of old ones. This is the bridge between science and spirituality, the role of the subconscious. Here's the key: your subconscious runs the show. It is the broadcasting system. If your subconscious believes I am unworthy, it will collapse timelines that match unworthiness. If your subconscious believes I am abundant, it will collapse timelines where abundance already exists. That's why affirmations alone often fail, because saying I am rich while broadcasting I don't believe it creates noise, not coherence. The field doesn't hear your words, it hears your frequency. Emotional coherence, the secret ingredient. So how do you tune your broadcast? Emotion. When thought and emotion merge, coherence happens. And coherence is the language the quantum field understands. That's why gratitude, love, and wholeness create miracles. Because when you feel it first, you broadcast the signal of already having it. And reality has no choice but to rearrange. Why fear blocks quantum events? Fear, doubt, and stress collapse timelines too, but not the ones you want. Your body is addicted to old emotional patterns. The moment you try to expand, fear rises like an alarm system. But instead of fighting fear, you need to transmute it, because fear itself is energy. And when you breathe into it, observe it without judgment, and shift your frequency. The very energy that once blocked you becomes the fuel for your breakthrough. Step 1. Awareness of the broadcast. The first step to creating intentional quantum events is awareness. Pause and ask yourself, what am I broadcasting right now? Not in words, not in thoughts, but in vibration. Is my state lack or abundance? Is my energy fear or freedom? This awareness alone begins to shift the signal. Step 2. Entering the quantum pause. Between every breath, there is a pause. And in that pause, there is stillness. That stillness is the gateway to the field. Here's how to access it. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, pause for 4 seconds, As you enter the pause, imagine your awareness expanding beyond your body, dissolving into the infinite field. This is where you plant new signals. Step 3. Broadcasting coherence. Now choose one reality you want to experience, not as a wish, not as a someday, feel it is done. Feel the gratitude of already living it. See yourself there. Breathe it, embody it. This is the broadcast of coherence. Step 4. Releasing the outcome. Here's the paradox. The more you try to force it, the more you block it. Why? Because wanting means I don't have. And the field mirrors lack with more lack. So once you broadcast your signal, release it. Trust the field to rearrange. Surrender is not weakness. It is the highest form of power. Quantum events in daily life. How do you know it's working? Synchronicities, repeating numbers, unexpected calls, opportunities that feel too perfect. These are signs the field is aligning. Don't dismiss them. Celebrate them. Each synchronicity is evidence that your broadcast is being heard. The shadow reality, a hidden trap. But here's a warning. As you begin to create quantum events, your old reality will resist. Patterns may intensify. Fear may rise. This is not sabotage. It is collapse. The old timeline must break down before the new one unfolds. Stay the course. Don't collapse back into the shadow. The daily practice. 10 minutes to shift realities. Here's your daily quantum event ritual. Silence. 2 minutes of breath to enter the pause. Broadcast. 4 minutes of feeling your desired reality as now. Release. 2 minutes of surrender. Gratitude. 2 minutes of thanking the field as if it's done. That's 10 minutes. 10 minutes that can rewrite your entire life. Quantum mastery. Becoming a conscious creator. Once you master this, life stops feeling random. You stop chasing, you stop waiting, you realize you are the observer, the creator, and the event itself. Your only task is to keep your frequency coherent, your heart open, and your awareness expanded. Everything else unfolds. The multiverse theory and your choices. Quantum physics suggests we don't live in a single timeline, but in a multiverse of infinite parallel realities. Every decision you make, even something as small as drinking water instead of coffee, is a branching point. When you embody a new frequency, you are not waiting for reality to change. You are jumping into the version of reality where that frequency already exists. This means you're not creating from nothing. You're choosing from infinite, and choice is power. The Neville Goddard Principle, living in the end. Spiritual teacher Neville Goddard explained that manifestation is not about asking, it's about living in the end. Instead of hoping for abundance, you imagine the feeling of already being abundant. Instead of longing for love, you embody the joy of already being loved. Why? Because the subconscious doesn't distinguish between imagination and reality. It only responds to state. Quantum events happen when your state, not your effort, aligns with the end. The neuroscience of neuroplasticity. Your brain is not fixed, it is plastic. Neuroplasticity means your brain rewires itself based on repeated states. Every time you practice feeling your desired reality, neurons fire together. And when they fire together, they wire together. Over time, your brain builds a neural map of that future reality. Your nervous system normalizes it, and your body begins living it as if it's already here. This is how inner repetition becomes outer transformation. The quantum mirror. Life as reflection. Here's a truth most people resist. Life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. Your external world is a mirror reflecting your internal frequency. Anger reflects anger. Gratitude reflects miracles. Every quantum event is your reflection made visible. So instead of fighting the mirror, change the broadcast. You don't clean a dirty mirror by wiping the glass. You change the reflection by changing the face in front of it. Collapse before breakthrough. One of the most confusing parts of quantum events is the collapse. When a new reality is being born, the old reality often falls apart first. Relationships may end. Jobs may crumble. Emotions may intensify. This is not punishment, this is physics. The old structures can't survive the new frequency. Collapse is proof of transition. If you can hold alignment during collapse, you accelerate your quantum event instead of resisting it. Anchoring in the body. Your body is the subconscious mind. If your body is addicted to stress, it will keep broadcasting stress no matter how much you meditate. So how do you reset the body? Through breath, movement, and somatic release. When you breathe deeply, when you shake, when you let the body release stored emotions, the broadcast shifts at the cellular level. This is embodiment. It turns theory into transformation. Quantum events in relationships. Quantum events don't just manifest money or success, they reshape your connections. When you shift your broadcast, some people will fall away. Others will appear seemingly out of nowhere. This is the field rearranging. Not everyone can match your new frequency. And that's okay, because the ones who align will feel like they were destined to meet you all along. Timeline selection. Through focused attention. Attention is your steering wheel. Wherever you place consistent focus is the timeline you reinforce. That's why complaining keeps you stuck. Why gratitude shifts everything. Your energy flows where your attention goes. And attention is how you select realities out of the quantum soup. So the real question is, where have you been placing yours? The law of resonance beyond attraction. Forget the law of attraction. The universe doesn't give you what you attract. It gives you what you resonate with. Resonance means your vibration and the field are in harmony. When you resonate with abundance, you don't chase it. It finds you because resonance is magnetic. Quantum events are the inevitable outcome of resonance, becoming the quantum self. At the deepest level, creating quantum events is not about techniques. It's about identity. Who are you being right now? Because the field is not responding to what you want. It's responding to who you are. When you shift into your quantum self, the version of you already living your highest reality, everything changes, not slowly, not someday, but instantly at the level of being. Take a deep breath with me, because if you've made it this far, I need you to hear this clearly. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not waiting for your reality to arrive. You are already entangled with it. The very fact that you're watching this is proof that your future self has been pulling you into alignment, whispering through synchronicities, guiding you through collapse, and teaching you that reality is not happening to you. It is happening through you. Every challenge, every delay, every frustration you've called failure has only been your subconscious running one last test. Are we safe to expand? Are we safe to leap? And your answer right now is yes. The quantum field is not waiting for your effort. It's not tallying your affirmations. It's not judging your worth. It is responding, moment by moment, to your state of being. So the question is not, how do I get there? The real question is, who am I willing to be right now? Because when you choose to live as the version of yourself who already has the thing, when you decide to breathe as if it's done, when you embody the frequency of completion rather than craving, that's when the quantum lock clicks. That's when timelines collapse. That's when quantum events unfold. And listen, sometimes it won't feel comfortable. Sometimes it will feel like you're losing. But that's just the old shell cracking. That's just the old self dissolving. The chaos you fear is actually the creation you asked for. So here's my invitation. Stop asking when. Stop asking how. Start asking who. Who would you be if it were already done? How would you breathe? How would you move? How would you treat yourself? How would you walk into the world if you knew your reality was already coded in the field? Because that's not a fantasy. That's physics. That's not imagination. That's instruction. That's how you tell the universe, this is my broadcast. This is my frequency. This is my choice. And once you choose, not in thought, not in words, but in vibration, the field cannot resist. It must match. It must reflect. It must become. So as you leave this video, don't go back to hoping. Don't go back to waiting. Don't go back to trying. Go back to being. Because when you are it, reality has no choice but to become it. And maybe, just maybe, the life you've been chasing is about to catch you. Closing transmission. So let this truth settle. Every thought you have today is collapsing timelines. Every emotion you carry is broadcasting to the field. Every choice you make is echoing across realities. You are already creating quantum events. The question is, will you create them unconsciously in fear or intentionally in power? Breathe, broadcast, release. This is the formula. This is the practice. This is the way you align with your highest reality. And when you begin living this way, you'll understand something most people will never know. You are not just in the universe. The universe is in you.